Round and round we go. Round and round we go. Round and round we go.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Alright, and in Black history information, Obama wasn't the first Black president according to persistent theories. Here some historians tell it, several presidents might have been hiding their race. It's President's Day, so we wanted to explore these theories. What?
Abraham Lincoln. That's what I heard growing up. He might have been.
We're about to find out. Perhaps the biggest reason for the record-setting enthusiasm of the 2008 presidential election is that Americans knew it would be electing its first Black president, Barack Obama. The enthusiasm only sharply contrasts how dreadfully unexcited we are as a collective for upcoming presidential elections between two white dudes nearing Depends age. That's what it says. But
I like this writer.
Folks tell it, Obama wasn't the first Black president. Okay, before I even continue, this is an opinion piece, so don't come for me. God dang it.
Okay.
He was just, okay, so they're saying he wasn't the first, he was just the most obvious. So here are the theories.
Yeah, I heard.
Theories have swirled for the better part of 2 centuries regarding some U.S. presidents, including founding fathers, had some surreptitious Black ancestry while running a country that during their era didn't even have to pretend they found as subhuman. Many of these allegations fall in the realm of conspiracy theory and have been debunked by historians. However, DNA testing is a relatively recent science, while Black folks jumping the fence in order to pass for white has been a thing for centuries. Could it be possible that some of these presidents were passing, or their parents or grandparents had passed for white during the height of racial viciousness? This topic is salacious enough that there exist books, essays, and New York Times articles and NPR discussions on whether America already had a Black president before Obama. I did not know that many people. So apparently, some of y'all might have heard of this before because it sounds familiar to me. In the 1990s, a pamphlet entitled The 5 Negro Presidents and the 6 Black Presidents were passed around and read by Black high school and college students everywhere. Did y'all ever see it?
Yep. No.
No?
I'm a 90s baby. Yep, I did.
Oh, you did? But you
did?
Okay.
I wish.
So here we go. So strap on your tinfoil hat and consider this crop of dead presidents who just might have successfully dodged the one-drop rule to run the free world. And you were right, a unicorn. First on the docket is Abraham Lincoln. That's an ugly-ass man.
Yep, I heard that years ago.
That's a rough-looking beard. I ain't gonna lie, god dang it. So, listen. Now, here's the thing I don't like. What they don't understand is they're all talking about how he abolished slavery. He didn't do it because he was kind.
He didn't actually. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of documentaries, right? He did not abolish slavery. What he did was abolish slavery for the southern states that were not joined with the Union, that were not on the same side of the Union.
He didn't even want to do it. That's the problem.
He did that because he did that because if he did that, the slaves that were slaves in the South, they would go north and join the military. So they have an advantage now because they have extra people.
No, he didn't. You know what I mean? He didn't do it for that. It was a political move, yes, but he definitely did not want to do it in the first place. He didn't do it to help him or anything. He actually was, I think they coerced him to do it because that was not his first choice.
Considering
his push,
I don't think. Go ahead.
Considering his push to abolish chattel slavery, Lincoln spent ample time in the crosshairs of his political opponents. Much of speculation about his ancestry focuses on his complexion and his very dark hair. While Lincoln did indeed look like he could have been an adult version of rapper Logic, no empirical evidence of his blackness has ever been proven. There is, however, an amusing yarn about some dude of questionable ancestry publicly claiming that he was Lincoln's real daddy, leading his presumed real daddy Thomas Lincoln to fight him and bite off his nose. Ew. It's like an episode. It's like an episode of Maury, but with petticoats. They said that. I didn't. So yeah, he's not. Calvin Coolidge. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
As far as long dead presidents go, our 30th president had a surprisingly enlightened, for the time, approach toward black folks. On his last day in office in 1929, Coolidge signed Public Resolution 107, which authorized the creation of a monument that would recognize Negroes' contribution to Murica. They wrote Murica.
Contribute.
Shut the hell up. The thing is, Coolidge's mother, Victoria Moore, as in what Europeans called North African Moors, was allegedly darker because she was mixed Indian ancestry. Though I'm sure dark in the early 20th century was like Halsey. So apparently he had something in him. And it's kind of interesting. Last name Moore. Most last names were used to basically say what your job is. For example, Blakely is translated kind of like blacksmith.
I wonder what my last name is.
You can look it up.
No, I told you my last name is an island in Africa.
Right.
So.
No, I'm laughing at my last name.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm laughing at my last name.
Victoria Moore. I'm not fazed by yours because there's a bunch of people in Louisiana with that last name. And Dix.
I bet y'all know, because that's a lot of your folks are. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. It's only 2 presidents in history who didn't ever own slaves and didn't act out against black people in some way.
Who were they?
And Quincy Adams and John Quincy Adams.
Oh, good grief.
It's only 2 presidents.
Weren't they related?
All of these people, even if you are part, I mean, because you're going to be part of us, right? Because we're indigenous. We were here. It is impossible at some point in your lineage, no one slept with anybody black.
Well, listen, here comes the next one. Warren G. Harding. That's that man's name.
It's kind of, if it smells like I smoke.
That's destiny. So, rumors about Harding's race persisted since he was a boy, and possibly the rumors can even be traced back to a comment by his great-great-grandfather, according to New York Times article. Regardless, these rumors hit a feverish pitch when a racist historian, William Estabrook Chancellor, oh my God, that name, played dirty in the early 1920s, back when it was the Democrats on that BS, writing a book suggesting that Harding, a liberal Republican, was of mixed race ancestry. Chancellor used the allegation to taint Harding during his presidential run, which occurred in the middle of Jim Crow during the rise of the Ku Klux Klan. But Harding got the last laugh, evoking the G in his name by running Chancellor out of the country and having most of his copies of books burned. So yeah, he was a G.
Rehabilitated writer.
Yeah, you can have allies in
the whole country.
Yeah, you can have allies in all colors. Yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can be people there who just genuinely know right from wrong. Like, some of this shit ain't even a question. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing right now?
I've been hearing about him. I don't see it. Do you?
Who?
Eisenhower.
Yeah.
He's next.
Yeah, Eisenhower has always like been a white president to me. I think he. Oh no, but you know what? His wife did a bunch of stuff. No, that's true. No, his wife was really down for the cause.
Well, listen. Okay, so someone somewhere said that Ida Stover was an orphan mulatto woman who married David Jacob Eisenhower, a German immigrant with whom she had 6 sons, including our 34th president. First, what the hell? According to Snopes, this is unproven, which does not mean he wasn't, in part, one of us. But actual historians have deemed Eisenhower's parents as German and Swiss, or as white as one possibly could get without serving as camouflage for drywall. I didn't write that. That's literally written there.
I told you that's a melanated writer. I'm telling you. That is a melanated writer.
I'm looking at
Don't
this shit like,
don't nobody else use G. Oh no, he a
I'm sitting
G.
up here like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So
You could tell he one of us.
I never even
Nigga slipping the jabs in wherever he can get them in.
Thomas Jefferson. I never thought he would be anywhere near us. All of his guys. I know he's the father of a bunch of us. He's the father of a bunch of us.
He is up under her, and there's probably a reason for that. Yeah, all he is up under us, and there's probably a reason for that. That's probably, I feel like for some of those back in the day who were so willing to do a lot of the heinous stuff they were doing to black women, that's probably why. It's probably attractive as hell to you, because somewhere deep down in your roots, there was us. There's always us.
Well, this is what they say. The master enslaver himself is known to have had children with slave Sally Hemings, but was his mother, Jane Randolph Jefferson, of mixed-haired ancestry. Scholars shoot this belief down as the nasty work of his race-baiting opponents who used the ultimate tool against him. Dare suggest that Jefferson be part black at a time when weren't exactly stunting in chains we wore. Oh, Lord, this writer got to stop. When they forgot the we weren't exactly stunting in chains we wore. Jesus Christ. They got a little too excited. And that is it. Those are the people that they think might have been part black. I don't believe any of them were.
I believe there's no way of being in this country that far back and not having some black in you, some Native American in you. Those are the people that were here. So, but now you being like one of us, no.
I think Hoover was a self-hating. I think he was a self-hating passing. Because that bastard was too focused on the Black Panthers. He was too focused. He was obsessed.
Yeah, Hoover, Nixon, it's been some real, Reagan, it's been some real assholes came through here and tear it up for us.
Always.
People always talk about the Reagan era and the time I am. I'm like, what part of that was good for you?
Reagan had fucking dementia in fucking office.
Hey, I mean, they terrorize these people I'm naming. They terrorize our community. They not only hurt us, and that's why I want our people to understand. No, it is a difference, because there has been some of them in here where we barely made it out with our lives. Like they are really on an attack for us. And like you said, that's a Hoover.
I need to know one thing, just one thing. Who the hell let that dumbass man convince a fucking country that if you give rich people more money, that they will actually give it to the poor people? Who the fuck actually said, yes, that's a great idea, let's put that into law? Reaganomics, you don't.
The rich people. The rich people. That's who said, yeah. They like, yeah, that sounds terrific.
Dumbasses. And they let that become law, and we are broker than ever.
Yeah. And it's really history repeating itself, where you see a president that they elected once and might run it again, where you have convinced these people they're as cool as you and they're part of the team. And so whatever you're doing, you must be looking out when you're only protecting rich people. When you're only protecting rich people.
He literally called them uneducated.
Right. He don't like y'all. He don't like you either.
But here's the kicker. They still don't realize he just insulted y'all. He didn't low-key insult y'all. He just insulted y'all in front of everybody. And your ass is still supporting him. I think he's
obviously insulting everywhere. And when I hear black people naming off the reasons why they would vote for him, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So you don't care that this man is maliciously doing things to black people. You know, he took out an article when the Central Park 5 got,
he wanted the
and even when they told him, he doubled down on it. Man, I'm like, I'm not voting for nobody like that, buddy.
Young, innocent men.
Listen, Biden could be in his casket, and I would vote for him before him. If you feel that way about us, that's never gonna win unless you're gonna live a life with no one going to jail, and that can't happen with him in office.
Bernie. I'll take 4 years with
Well,
Bernie. Fuck a weekend. Well, I'll take another 4 years with
Well,
Bernie.
I heard a lot of melanated people saying the reason why they would rather vote for Trump is because they would rather see if a person is wrong, the R word,
Mhm.
they would rather know up front than
That's
somebody
stupid.
hiding.
Respectfully, that is dumb what you're saying, because
Yeah,
you're
it's
talking
stupid.
about giving a person power over you who just will admit it. You know he has total autonomy over you, right? So why would I ever give the keys to my cage to the captor?
Can I point out that this man looks up to dictators and he's quoting Hitler, one of the worst human beings to ever be in human history? Can we also consider the fact that he is
A lot of the people I talk to, that's their reason.
No,
I'm
listen,
like,
he is literally Putin's bitch. He has literally said that he is going to be his bitch against all the rest of the UN and NATO. What the fuck is wrong with this?
We're not that theory, and I know that people are saying that uni in vast numbers in our people, because it's another excuse. We're not talking about somebody who just said like they don't like you and live down the street and you don't have to be bothered with them. That means you're talking about knowing a person who doesn't like you or your people, you want to give them total reign over this country. Come on, man, make it make sense. Make it make sense, baby. That's crazy.
Okay, listen, when Obama got in, they basically got bold and started doing shitty shit. But when that damn Cheeto got in, it was like he loosened the fucking floodgates and these motherfuckers just went wild. Could you imagine if he got a hold of that damn gate one more time? It's going to be a civil war for real.
Tell you what, Trump is one of the biggest thugs I know. Like, for real, his track record is so thugged out for them to be able to put this man in office just based off, I guess, he's an incredible, he got these people charmed, and that includes mine too. Because I'm like,
bankrupt a casino. How could you put him in charge of the country when he bankrupt a casino?
Bankrupt a casino. His family life is terrible. He cheated on his wife. He said he grabbed pussies. He doesn't think women are as equal as men. It's a list of. I've seen a picture with him with Bishop Magic Don Juan. He's freeing people for selling masters and stuff. There's nothing. He's in Epstein pictures dancing.
Yes, exactly. I was about to say, and he's best friends with.
You in Epstein videos, getting it on just as happy as you could be. Anyone who can do that much and just continue to lie about it, bro. Like, there's got to be a better choice. Our people need to know.
In my life, my mother owes me reparation for all the ass whoopings I got to learn accountability, because apparently you don't need accountability. You can be president without accountability. I'm gonna need $400 and a goddamn Pinto. That's what I'm gonna need. I need reparation.
You know what?
No, this is the non-accountability era. Nobody.
Exactly. It is. But he was in here before this even really got going good. And I will say this. I'm a person that believes in telling the truth, so I will give him this. He said if he killed a person in the middle of Times Square, he could still win, and he was right. He was right. Because that's basically the only thing he hasn't done.
We're going to be here all night if I don't end this story now, because that bastard right there. So that's it for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.